The year is 2019. Skyblock was just released on Hypixel servers, and it is a huge success. I mean, this version of Skyblock is completely different than every other version beforehand. It has quest lines, it has really unique NPCs and dialogue, and different worlds and different places that you can go to, and it completely removes the idea of this single island, just survive at your own risk kind of scenario that Skyblock used to be. And out of the tens of thousands, of hundreds of thousands, of millions of people that really played this version of Skyblock, one of them decided, you know what, I'm going to be the number one potato farmer in this game. And it was not Technoblade, it was Squid Kid. Now, Squid Kid, for months, had no access to real discussion about potato farming. He wasn't in a position like Technoblade was, where the game had gotten popular enough that you could really research what other people had done and then utilize it to your own advantage. Squid had to go into it completely raw. He had no clue how any of it worked. He didn't know the proper utilization of minions or the correct placement for farming crystals and whatnot. He just had to figure it out, and he still managed to become the number one player for potato farming. Then, as I'm sure that all of you know, Technoblade took his position, and the whole potato war happened. I would honestly argue that this is one of the most unfair things that has happened to Squid, is that everyone credits Technoblade to the potato war. I would argue it wouldn't have happened if it weren't for Squid being the number one potato farmer. I mean, really, think about it. That war would not have happened if some other random guy was the number one. Technoblade took the position of number one from him, and rather than that person fighting back or actually like giving a response or anything, just gave up and was like, oh, well, you know, it's been taken from me, I don't care anymore. It was because of Squid's drive and his willingness to work, his willingness to try and get that spot back, that created the potato war. I feel like that's why always in my head, anytime that I think of it, it's not just Technoblade when I think of the potato war. It's always Technoblade and Squid Kid. I mean, like, really, you have to give the guy credit where it's due, because he was the only person that really could stand up to Technoblade and actually went toe-to-toe with him for a period of time. All things considered, it was really impressive, and I really don't think that his skill has decreased in any way. He's now the number one in port collection, too. I'm saying all of this to build up to the fact that right now, and presumably for the rest of this run, I have now surpassed Squid in potato farming. I don't really know how to feel about it either. I don't feel proud, but I also don't feel like ashamed of doing it. It just feels kind of wrong to me. Like, I shouldn't be able to pass Squid Kid. Like, he was the guy that Technoblade went up against, and I, as a brand new player, have somehow now surpassed him in potatoes. That doesn't feel okay. I shouldn't be able to do that. When I was deciding on making this video, I figured I could go one of two ways on this. I could be like, oh, loser, Squid Kid, you lost again to a brand new player. I can't believe that you lost to Technoblade, and now you're losing to me too. What a bum. Or I could go the route that I really want to go with this, and it is be respectful to him as a person, because I really do appreciate what he has provided the world. If it wasn't for Squid Kid, we wouldn't have had the potato war. And if it wasn't for Squid Kid, we also wouldn't have the series that he's doing right now, where he's collecting all of the dyes in Skyblock. I am ashamed to say that I haven't seen every single video in that playlist, but I am currently trying to make my way through them, and I've just been having them put on in the background while I'm farming potatoes, and it's really great, just like background audio to listen to. I do appreciate them a lot. I guess this whole video is just kind of a message to Squid, in a sense. Just, hey, Squid, if you ever manage to see this video, which I very highly doubt that you will, but if you do manage to see this, just thank you for what you have provided me as an individual for content, and what you've also provided, presumably, tens of millions of other people. The Potato War is one of the most popular videos on Technoblade's list, and it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you. And alongside that, all of the content that you've produced before and after that has been really fun to watch and kind of keep up with. I am unbelievably happy that I found you through the Potato War, and I feel like we would have missed out significantly if it wasn't you that Technoblade went up against for that. And as much as I do kind of regret it, in a sense, I have had to surpass you here, and I need to do so on my way to 1 billion. But I am doing this with no ill intent. I'm not doing this to disrespect him or like laugh at him or anything. I just wanted to be able to say thank you to him, and yeah, we're on the way to 1 billion. I feel unbelievably confident that I will get there before Rat King does, and for those of you who don't know, Rat King challenged me to get to 1 billion potatoes. First one to get there wins like the mini war, essentially, and he's at like 100 million right now. I'm at like 320 million. He's not catching up. But yeah, just wanted to make a video talking about Squid Kid for a bit, but that's about all I've got. Have a good day.